When did you catch someone red-handed but wish you hadn't? Victoria was always quiet, the type who wore all black and sat in the back of Mr. Davidson's English class. But lately, she'd been staying after school every Tuesday and Thursday. Door closed. I first noticed something was off when I forgot my textbook and came back. Through the door, I heard Victoria's voice, broken and desperate. Harder. Daddy? Then silence. Then Mr. Davidson's calm response floated through. It's okay. No one else is here. You don't have to hold it in. My blood went cold. I stood frozen in the empty hallway, my forgotten textbook suddenly unimportant. The next Thursday, I brought Marcus and Jennifer with me. We crouched outside Mr. Davidson's door like middle schoolers, except this wasn't funny. The hallway was dead silent at 3 p.m. Everyone else long gone. Marcus held up his phone, recording. Victoria's voice came through, strained and pained. Yes, Daddy. Jennifer covered her mouth in shock. Mr. Davidson responded. Let it happen. Don't fight it. The more you resist, the worse it gets. I felt sick, but kept listening. Victoria made a choking sound, then, fuck! No, no, fuck! Marcus nearly dropped his phone. Jennifer grabbed my arm so tight it hurt. Victoria, breathe through it, Mr. Davidson said calmly. Remember what we practiced. It's just you and me here. Within days, half the senior class knew. We started taking shifts, documenting everything after school when the building was nearly empty. Jennifer would pretend to study in the hallway. Marcus would clean out his locker for 20 minutes straight. I became an expert at tying my shoes very slowly outside that door. The worst recording made even Marcus uncomfortable. Victoria was sobbing. I can't keep doing this with you. Mr. Davidson responded gently. Yes, you can. You're stronger than you think. Victoria's voice cracked. What if someone finds out? They won't. And if they do, I'll handle it. This is perfectly normal for someone your age. We documented everything for 3 weeks. 47 audio recordings. Victoria would enter his classroom at 3 p.m. sharp, looking exhausted. Leave at 4 p.m., looking relieved but ashamed. Sometimes she'd mutter, see you Thursday, like she was trapped in some horrible routine. One recording caught Mr. Davidson saying, your grades have improved since we started meeting. Victoria responded, that's the only reason I keep coming back. That sealed it. This was blackmail. The principal didn't believe us at first. Then we played her the recordings. Her hand actually shook as she called the police. Then Victoria's mother. Mrs. Peterson, you need to come to the school immediately, the principal said, her professional voice barely containing panic. It's about Victoria and Mr. Davidson. There's been an inappropriate relationship. We could hear the scream through the phone from 10 feet away. The intervention was planned for Thursday at 3 p.m., right in the middle of their session. The principal, 2 police officers, a social worker with a camera, and a detective who specialized in school abuse cases all gathered in the hallway. They positioned themselves outside the door like a SWAT team. Inside, we could hear Victoria. Fuck, Daddy! Her voice was getting increasingly agitated. Count to 10, Mr. Davidson said patiently. You're building stamina. Each session makes you stronger. The detective whispered to his partner. This is sick. The other officer's hand moved to his handcuffs. More sounds from inside. Victoria. Cack. Shit. Fick. Yes! Mr. Davidson. That's actually better than Tuesday. The intervals are getting longer. The principal nodded to the police. They were about to burst in when Mrs. Peterson came running down the hallway, her heels clicking frantically against the linoleum. Her face was red, tears already streaming. Where is she? Where's my daughter with that monster? That's my daughter in there! She was practically screaming. They couldn't wait any longer. The door burst open. Victoria was sitting in a chair, fully clothed, tissues everywhere, Mr. Davidson across the room at his desk with a timer and notebook. Victoria's face was red, streaked with tears. Mom. Victoria screamed, then her face contorted violently. Fuck! N-O! Daddy! Cuck! Mrs. Peterson froze. The police moved forward. What is this about? Mr. Davidson stood slowly, holding up his notebook. The principal saw the header clearly. Tourette Syndrome Assessment Scale. Yale Global Tic Severity. Victoria has Tourette Syndrome with coprolalia, he said quickly. She involuntarily shouts obscenities. Victoria's face twisted again. Shit! Fuck me! I'm sorry, Mom! The detective's hand fell from his handcuffs. She has. What? Tourette's. I've been giving her a safe space after school to release her tics. My daughter has it too. I use the same assessment forms. The principal lowered her phone. But we thought the sexual phrases are involuntary, Mr. Davidson interrupted, showing pages of charts. Suppressing them all day makes them worse. That's basic Tourette's management. Mrs. Peterson's anger transformed into confusion, then recognition. Victoria, honey. Victoria looked at me through her tears, her hand involuntarily making an obscene gesture. You recorded my disability for 3 weeks. You turned my medical condition into porn evidence. The worst part? We all thought we were heroes. Now I just keep walking when I hear strange sounds behind closed doors.